What's up? Welcome to the coaching page, with a bunch of things underneath me. But I simply want to just say welcome and more than anything, say thank you because you're trusting me to lead you along this path. And sometimes I deal with self worth issues saying, why are they trusting me? But God placed me in your life for some reason, and I'm excited to be here. So I just want to say thanks. So down below me is a bunch of different software links and different things we're going to work on inside of the coaching game as we meet for 2 hours and we work through the things that you want to work through. And obviously, all the tools I can find and utilize, I'll bring to you. And as I come up with new ideas, you might find new tools. You're like, this dude's crazy. But ultimately, I'm just trying to find the fastest way from point A to B. So we got to get to B before we get to C, right? And I kind of want to show you a little exercise of what I do with everybody just to make sure we're on the same page of what this thing looks like. So I'm going to share my little iPad and kind of go through a couple things just to show you where my brain's at when I'm specifically trying to talk about what are we trying to do inside of these coaching calls? Like, what makes this whole thing different than all the other coaching things out there? And ultimately, whether we're talking about business or we're talking about everything else in life, it's all connected, right? And I always use this illustration because I just want to point out the facts. The facts are one thing to me, okay? Facts are facts to me. Your facts are your facts, my facts are my facts. So I'm only going to speak in how my experiences showed me. Okay, right now, you're probably here because we want to talk about what? We want to talk about business, okay? We all want to talk about business. The business is the rocket ship that we're all trying to get on. We try to produce. We're creators. We're builders. That's what we do. We're obsessed. We think about it every night. I'm kind of crazy. But the truth is, there are boosters inside of this game that most people tend to not pay attention to, or at least conversate about and be authentic about the truth. And those are those other three areas inside of standard that we talk about: body, being, and balance. Okay. These three things aligned shoot the business off. But if one of these boosters all of a sudden become broken, what happens? We lose it, and all of a sudden we're not getting as much boost as we could have been in the past. And then we come here and we focus real hard on this, and guess what happens? This all of a sudden falls off. And we focus real hard on this, and all of a sudden this falls off, and now the business is dead. Or maybe the business is incredible, all these other things are dead because you put all of the fuel right into here and you haven't focused on these other things. The overall intention of goal of this coaching process for me is to figure out who you are now, okay, and who this person is up here. And there's a process of getting from here to here. And that process could be one call. That process could be 4 years of calls. As I've told you from the beginning, the last thing I want is you to need me forever, but there's always new problems. And even for me, when I get mentorship programs, I've been in Warrior for 10 years because I need that to hold me accountable because it is lonely at the top of doing business. But along these lines, there's going to be things where things go wrong, right? And we don't know what to do when those things go wrong. And usually when we're talking about things going wrong, it's usually focused on business. But we have to make sure those other three areas are secured, because if those things go wrong, we can always look back at those other three to make sure those are correct. Or if all of a sudden business is going crazy and we're like, all right, well, how's things at home right now? Well, we're fighting a lot. Usually that's leading to the bad decisions that are in business. But the biggest thing someone told me one time was how you do one thing equals everything. And as we get on these calls together and as we have these conversations, you're gonna hear me say a lot. If your team is not achieving something, or et cetera, it's usually a direct reflection to your leadership and how you are holding them accountable, which is a direct reflection of how you hold yourself accountable. There's times where I have people say, my team's not reporting their stuff. And I get into their app or their process of reporting. I'm like, you're not either. Well, I don't need that. That's what they think too, because they look at their leader and they mimic their leader. And their leader needs to be dialed in all areas of life so they can strive to be like that person. And that's the game for me. So all these tools and all these things below me are just tools. But we're only good as the utilization of those tools. So again, thank you for trusting me. I look forward to our first call. I look forward to our fifth call. I look forward to however many calls we have. I'll always be there. And I'm not going to chase you to book your calls. Okay? Those are your responsibility. And no, you're not going to make up 2 calls in 1 month. This is your game. I'm here to help you. I'm here to walk beside you. I'm not here to babysit you. And I promise you, you don't want that. But I will challenge you. I will push you. And I want everything that you want for you. And so does God. So thank you. I look forward to it. I'll see you soon.